What's up, Cyberhawks? So in today's video, we're going to be going over the Deep Blue Lab on Blue Team Labs online. Let me go ahead and bring up the screen right here. Currently, top 18% of active defenders. So hopefully we can, get to the top 10 on there. I guess at the end, I'll kind of show you guys my ranking so far. But this one right here, I already finished, but we're going to just go ahead and go over each of the different answers on this one with you guys on how I would do it. Let me go ahead and put my glasses on this, or the gamer glasses on this, so we can see good. But yeah, we already started the investigation. It may take you a couple minutes for it to load up, but it'll load up on a different page. And yeah, pretty much, let me go ahead and give you guys the scenario. There it goes right there. A Windows workstation was recently compromised, and evidence suggests it was an attack against internet-facing RDP. Then Meter Predator was deployed to conduct actions on objectives. Can you verify these findings? So yeah, we're pretty much going to be answering these questions here. We got about 6 of them. We'll be using Deep Blue CLI and the event viewer, so you guys will be able to see me do this. And if you're on Blue Team level 1, the first thing you want to make sure is that you get the username. Get that right, BTLO. I think it doesn't matter if it's uppercase, lowercase, obviously, as you guys just saw. Sometimes you'll have a password. All right, so first off, let's look at the first question. Using Deep Blue CLI, investigate the recovered security log. Which user ran Google update.exe, or the executable right there. So let's go ahead and open up a PowerShell. And I'm also going to show you guys how you can also use ChatGPT to help you guys out on some of this. So stay tuned for that. So let me go ahead and make this bigger. I just hate the default settings on this Windows PowerShell. And just like any my terminal, I really just hate how it looks. Okay, let me redo that. Let me put that back up. Windows PowerShell. Let's open that up. Okay, let's make this as big. And then we're gonna if you go to the top and right click, you can go to properties, and you can actually increase the size of everything. So we're gonna increase the text size. So you see that looks already a whole lot better. Actually, let's go ahead and increase that just slightly more. Just so you guys can actually see a lot of this easier too. And then we're gonna change the properties here to the color. I want a black background, in our screen text, I like it green, but we'll keep it white and see how that works. But green and black also works pretty good too. All right, guys, so first off, let's go ahead and let me just show you guys the investigation. So on the desktop, you got the investigation, and from here, you see your Deep Blue CLI master. You see our event viewer that we'll be using shortly. That's a shortcut to it. Our security log. And then within this, we got some of our other info and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open that back up. And let's change our directory to our desktop. And obviously, you guys can see this too. I can just change my directory to investigation from right here. But if I didn't know, on PowerShell, I can do ls, and I can see what's in this particular folder, or this particular section, which is in my desktop. And then in my desktop, I have just an investigation. So let's go ahead and change our directory now to investigation. All right, now we're inside our investigation. And now let's go ahead and, since we're going to be using Deep Blue CLI master for this, since we're going to be using Deep Blue CLI, let's go ahead and change our directory to this. And you can just type it, or you can like copy and paste it. We're going to try and copy and paste it. My copy and pasting skills aren't the best sometimes on these. As you guys can see, it's not the best. We're going to try and copy and paste this one more time. There it goes. All right, now we're in here. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. And now we got a list of these files right here. And as you can see, the Deep Blue PS1. This one always has been rolling because every time I see this, I think about the PlayStation. But this is actually for PowerShell, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna want to run a PowerShell script, or run a script to open up this. And I'm not the best. I'm always remembering how to open up some of these scripts all the time. So you guys can just go ahead and follow along what I'm typing here. You can also always just go to Google or go to ChatGPT and ask how to open up a script, just in case you forget. But to open up this one, you do the dot, that backslash or forward slash, and then our file that we just have that we want to open up, or our script we want to use, then dot, and then we're going to be doing the security ETFX from up here. So we're going to go ahead and write that down here. EVTX, and then it's going to take a few seconds, and then we'll be able to access the info, and then we can actually start answering questions on here. So I guess the hardest part on this one is, I would say, probably just getting everything started, which on a lot of these this kind of is the hardest part. But after that, it kind of gets a whole lot easier. So okay, which user account ran Google update.exe? All right, so we're looking for Google update. It wasn't a lot, so we'll just go through these. We'll start from the bottom, and just going through it, I already noticed Google update.exe. Let's see if we found another one, or another 2 or 3. Okay, we found another Google update.exe. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we got 2 already, so we'll just go with those. And we have Mike Smith as the user. And let me check the other one, Google update.exe, Mike Smith. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty confident that Mike Smith is the user account. So let me go ahead and I'll show you guys my other right here. For question number 1, we'll go ahead and put Mike Smith. And then at the end, since all is already solved, I already have the answers too, and I'll go ahead and bring up the answers at the end and see if mine match with that. So the next question is, using Deep Blue CLI, investigate the recovered security.ebtx log. At what time is there likely evidence of the meter predator activity? I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. And if you guys don't know what this is, we can just copy and paste this on Google, and we can just see what Google says. And I have the AI on there as well on my Google, so kind of giving me other kind of type of answers too. But it looks like it's a security product used for penetration testing. It's a meta-exploit attack payload that provides an interactive shell to the attacker from which to explore the target machine. And execute code is deployed using the in-memory BTLO injection. All right, so that's kind of just a little back story on that. So we're going to be looking for evidence of this. So let's see if we can find meter predator in this. And I guess we'll kind of just start from the top, so it's not too much. And then once we find it, we should be able to get some more info. So let's see. We got dead day. I'm not seeing anything in this that has that. Okay, suspicious command line again. PSA attack. Okay, not meta predator. Okay, cool. Man, we found it. And we just read that it's a Metasploit style command. So bam, we see that first thing we saw, and then we see the Meta Predator get system. Cool. And then what was the question? At what time? All right, so we got the date and the time. So it will be April 10th, 2021 at 10:48. Let's copy that. And then here we'll go ahead and put the date. All right, let's go ahead and look at question number 3. All right, using Deep Blue CLI to investigate the recovered system dot. Okay, what is the name of the suspicious service created? All right, so looking at the same thing, the big thing that comes out from this is this RZTBZN that looks like it's coming from this meta-predator. We're getting our command C echo, and then this, and we're seeing this again. If you don't know what echo is, this is kind of when I started using the chat GPT. So let me go ahead and just copy this. And on chat GPT, we're gonna ask the AI, what does what does echo mean in a PowerShell CLI? Or maybe that's like redundant, me saying that actually, but it understands what I'm talking about. And it looks like the echo command is not built command. You can achieve from functions. Echo command not built in. Okay, well sometimes actually, you know what? What does echo mean? Like, I know I just looked at this, so if I'm not able to find it here, I'm gonna just scroll up. What does echo mean? And this is a PowerShell script, right? Yeah, Windows PowerShell. Let me just type that in. PowerShell. I'm gonna make sure we emphasize the echo. I'm gonna put a line just to see if it says anything different. Again, I'm kind of just doing this straight up live, so you guys can probably like skip a couple minutes. Let's see what it says. Five hours later. Okay, cool. So it's like the writing the output. Display a text. Okay. So yeah, that's what I got when I first had looked for echo. Kind of just giving you the output. And I had asked it earlier, what does echo mean? And it's in the same, and they're saying that in PowerShell, the echo means again for write output. So yeah, that's right. So our output is the RZBTZN. So I would put that for our third answer. Again, my RZTBN. My copy and paste skills aren't the best when I'm using these two different systems, using my Mac and Windows and Linux all at the freaking same time. So now our fourth question, investigate the security.exe that in event viewer. And then, so first let's go ahead and just open up an event viewer. We can just put that down. And this is in your investigation folder right there. Let's go ahead and open up that. Let's make that big. And we're gonna be looking at the security, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it said. Yeah, the security log. So before we read the rest of that, let's go ahead and open up the security log. So you would go to action. You get your file, action, view, help up here. Let's go up to open to save the log. Go to your desktop, go back to investigation, and we see our security event log. We got our system event log and we got our security event log. So let's go ahead and open up security. And we're gonna name this security 1 because I see another security down there. I don't want to get those confused. Bam, all right, we got 1,879 or 74 events to look through, but we're gonna make this a whole lot easier. Okay, so process the creation is going to be an event ID 4688. Okay, it looks like all of these are actually 4688. Identify the malicious executable downloaded that was used to gain a meta-predator reverse shell between 10:30 and 10:50 on the 10th of April 2021. So the smart thing to do, instead of us going through each of these like over 1,000, we're gonna filter this. Okay, and let's do a custom time. And let's see, it said the 10th of April. So let's go ahead and do the 10th of April. April 10th of 2021. So both days, the beginning and ending. and then 1030 to 1050. Okay, and this is AM. Perfect. Bam, bam. All right, we should be good. Let's okay that. All right, now we only got about 39 number of events left. So we went from like 1,800 plus to 39. So there's a lot more doable to look at. So now let's go ahead and go back to this again. Let's see. Process the creation, identify the most executable. Identify the most executable download that was used to gain reverse shell. Okay, let me go back on this too. On my side. Okay. So now we know it's in between this time. So let's go ahead and look at our documents. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's make this a little bit bigger since we're going to be primarily looking within here for that difference. All right. Sorry about this. I'm on my other screen on this side. Okay. Sorry about that. I probably should close this other screen over here too. All right. So okay. So now we got the time. So now let's see if we can go ahead and find this mic. Find anything suspicious during the time. See if we can find out when he did everything. So let's see. Mike. Let's see what we can find when he ran this. You know what? Let's actually change this time. Let's just make it a little bit easier to see. We're gonna start from 10:30 and just work our way from there. Okay. And again, I'm kind of just looking throughout this area right here. See if we see anything with Mike and this update. Okay, we do got the service update. Okay, and that was at 10:32. Let's keep on looking. Okay, that's a command executable. Okay, let's get this game. So let's see what he used. Let's see what he Okay, I see that service update a second time. I'm thinking it's probably that. Let's just keep on going real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that again. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty positive he used the service update executable. So on this, how they kind of have it worded, we're gonna do Mike and then the executable update, the service update .exe. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds right. They will use the game for a show between 10:30 and 10th of April. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that's that. Again, I guess at the end we'll see. But yeah, that's the only executable I'm seeing from Mike. Okay, now we got two more questions. It's also believed that an additional account was created to ensure persistence between 1125 and 1140. What was the command line used to create this account? Make sure you found the right account. I do remember this one. So first, we need to go ahead and change the time. So let's go back to our filter. This one I remember when I first did it because it wasn't the first one when I typed it in. I had to like look through it and then it made sense. Cause we're gonna be looking for one that would like blend in. So let's see, 10th of April, 11:25. to 1140. All right, so we got some new ones. So we're going to be looking again, leave additional, what was the command line? Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the command line for sure. And creating like a new account. So we're going to be looking for anything on the command line that looks like it's creating a new account. And let me make sure we're going in the right order on time. 27, 28, okay, cool. So we'll start from the top. And we'll just go through. And again, we're going to be looking at the command line. So we're going to be looking at anything right here that looks like it's adding a user. I believe on event viewer is like a net user. Let's see, command line flags. Again, we're looking at the command line because they're talking about what was command line used to create this account. Log in. Task host, okay. Embedding. Not seeing anything yet, but we still got probably about half more to go. Box tray, we're still not seeing anything that looks like it's adding a user or net user. Oh, okay, as soon as I said it, okay. So our first one is net user, Jack Willis. Now again, that's the first one that you come across. You would think that would be the right answer, but remember, they're using something that can kind of like hide. So let's continue this. Remember, they're looking to try to hide this user. Jack Willis, that sounds like a regular name. Again, Jack Willis, that seems like a regular name. Let's see if we can find one that looks more malicious, something that would be harder to find. That looks off. Jack Willis, that looks like a regular name. All right, let's see. Surface account. Okay, that may be the one. Let's I'm gonna go down a couple more. Okay, yeah, user surface account. Okay, and then that's kind of groups. Okay, cool. So they're putting it in groups now. All right, so yeah, that looks like that is the net user that they're adding the service account. So let's go ahead and copy and paste this. If it doesn't let me, I guess I'll just type it in. Let's see. Cool, it did. All right, so remember we're adding the command line that was used, which was net user service account add, and this makes sense with the executable name service update and then the user service account. That sounds like something that would match actually with that perfectly. And that, you know, would kind of be hard for people just to like just see offhand. So that looks like that's the right one and not the Jack Willis one. And then the last question, what two logo groups was this new account added to? All right, so now let's go ahead and find out what this was added to. So again, we should find this in our command line, and we should see the that user service account being added to some groups. So let's see. Okay, look at that. Bam, local group. Look at that. So okay, we're adding the service account to the local group administrators. All right, so let's go ahead and add in administrators, and we're looking for two. So let's add administrators. And then we're looking for our second one. Okay, local group. Okay, administrators. Oh, cool. Okay, that's literally right out there. All right, we got another one. The net local group remote desktop users, and let's just make sure net local group remote desktop user for the service account. So the remote desktop users would be the second one right there. Okay, so guys, well, I think we just answered all 6 of the questions. So let's go ahead and close this, and we're gonna go ahead and check. First off, let me go ahead and open up this, and then let me bring up this other answer sheet, and let's put this a little bit smaller. So these are our questions, our answers to the questions, and let's see the answers now to this. All right, first one, Mike Smith, 4/10/2021, 10, perfect. The RZTBZN. Okay, I guess I wrote that one wrong, but we saw that one. We got Mike Smith service update.exe, net user service account, net user service account. Cool, we're administrators, remote desktop users. Bam. All right. And then the PowerShell, so we can always remember how to open up those scripts. I like to have that kind of just everywhere now, low key. But yeah, guys, looks like we got those right. Hopefully that helped you guys out on this one of the first labs on Blue Team Level 1 Labs Online. Pretty cool labs right there. I just wanted to show you guys this, some of the rankings. Out of America, we still got a long way to go. It did say we're like top 18%, but we're down to top 10 with global ranking right now. We're what, 3,059 out of I don't know how many hundreds or tens of thousands of people. So we're slowly getting there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And guys, let me know if I need to go ahead and do some more of these. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.